Hello and good morning, YouTube. It's Thursday, September 21st, 2023, 1:46 p.m. I'm kind of heading to work on time today. Oh, wow. I'm not sure if my camera caught it, but I just noticed off to the right the structure for the covered parking, the first one as I was approaching that building. There's large rolls of roofing material up on top of it. So, nice to see some maintenance being done in these buildings. Looking forward to seeing Kim tonight. I haven't gotten any confirmation as to whether or not she's going to be at Newtown Saloon after I get off work, but she's been pretty consistently there when I go there on Thursdays. I should really text her at some point today. I'm really bad at reaching out to people like that. And not really sure why that is, but it's definitely a me problem. And I forgot how low I was on gas. Oh, well, I got enough to get to the rental car center in Newtown and back. That's the important thing. Or in the alternative, the rental car center. Newtown and Kim's place. So I do think there's a good possibility I might roll there afterwards. I really need to get a hold of her today. I did shoot her a text, I want to say on Sunday. I was thanking her for coming over to my place on Saturday and helping me with my kitchen and more than that, helping me with my outlook on life and the future in general. Because if it wasn't for the way I spent Saturday afternoon with her, oh look, there's the flag man. It's like the third day in a row I've seen him in that median. It looks like he's straight up stolen a road construction sign. He flips it around while he's panhandling over there. I gotta give him points for originality. That's something I've never seen before. So, yeah, 3 days in a row. That's his job. He's not looking for another job. That's become his thing. And for some reason that made the Sesame Street song by Joe Raposo, "These Are the People in Your Neighborhood," just echo through my head. On that note, it's songs like that that have him on the long list of greatest songwriters for me. And thanks to the Carpenters, he even had a mainstream hit song. For those who are not old enough to remember, there was a song called Sing, I think it was just called Sing, that was featured on Sesame Street in the early 70s. Let's see if I can sing any of it from memory. Oh yeah, you're gonna get my a cappella singing today. It's bad, I know, I don't care. But it's the one that goes, sing, sing a song, make it simple to last the whole night long. Don't matter if it's not good enough for anyone else to hear, just sing, sing a song. It was initially a short on Sesame Street, a brilliant song written by Joe Raposo, and the Carpenters loved it so much that they did a mainstream cover of it with full orchestra, as pretty much anything from A&M Records would have been recorded back in the early 70s. And it went on not to be their biggest hit, but it was a fairly successful hit. It got a lot of radio airplay back in the day. By the way, did y'all like that jump cut? Was that slick or what? I'm assuming that on the way to work, my phone overheated. It wasn't really that hot, but it's a whole different thing up in my windshield. I have no idea why the phone stopped, and of course when I'm recording this way using the selfie camera facing forward, I have no way of seeing the screen and knowing when and if it's recording. I just kind of start it, look through my windshield to make sure it's doing it, and then from there on just kind of go on faith. Oh man, I hope I didn't misplace my parking ticket. No, there it is. So I'm at the Fry's grocery store downtown. This has become one of my main places to go during my lunch break at MLS. And sometimes I don't quite make it back in time, but I'm at a point where nobody really cares. Nobody keeps that close tabs on me. Now I always do my best to only be gone for 30 minutes, and I don't think I've been gone too long today, but I'll be honest, I don't watch it all that close anymore. I just, try not to lollygag in the store, try not to lollygag coming out here, and do what I gotta do. But it's kind of handy. Like, obviously I don't have time to do my full grocery shopping when I come over here. Wow. City of Phoenix just recently resurfaced this road, and there are no stripes on it. That's always kind of awkward to drive on. Usually when they do that, they at least put some cones or something up. So, as I was saying, yeah, I can get a couple of important items. Like I know if I'm short on a loaf of bread, or this time around I got some laundry detergent. I think that's gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get away with kidnapping Kim for another day like I did last Saturday, but with or without her, I hope to get some laundry done this weekend, because that situation is getting ridiculous. In fact, I think at this point I have gone without doing laundry for a longer period than I ever did when I didn't have a car and I had to figure out how to do it with 2 giant ass suitcases in the bus. So it's a matter of I just gotta be diligent and get it done. So not too much to say today about work. There's a whole bunch of stuff I talked about after I was talking about the Carpenters covering Sing from Sesame Street, as written by Joe Raposo. But at this point, I don't remember what any of that shit was. That's half the reason I do this. Just get my thoughts recorded on something before they're fleeting and fled. Whatever it was, couldn't have been that important. The car says hi. So I don't know what's going on here. I saw this when I was driving from work to the grocery store. Oh, I hate it when they do medians like that. Just put a little reflector or something on that so it's more visible from a distance. But yeah, they had police directing traffic here and no through traffic going south from Buckeye on 7th Street earlier. There's an extremely large amount of police there. Oh, I was going to say the Waymo driver did a good job of handling it, but there was a human driver behind the wheel of that Waymo that just went left. Yeah, when I looked before it, northbound traffic was still open, but they were blocking southbound. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of cops, and there's a truck setting up barriers. I'm just hoping nobody died. There are pedestrians in this area. There are people who live in this area. 7th Street between I-17 and downtown Phoenix is a very strode-y sort of strode. It's 3 lanes of high-speed traffic in each direction, and not watching for the pedestrians that are trying to cross the street to get from their home to the Circle K. There's Pete's Fish and Chips on the right. They really lost me when they served me fish and chips and served it with cocktail sauce instead of tartar sauce. And when I asked for tartar sauce, they told me that would be extra. I have to pay for it. Since when do you pay for tartar sauce with fish and chips? That makes no sense at all. And since when do you serve cocktail sauce with fish and chips? That generally goes with a shrimp cocktail. That's why it's called cocktail sauce. Yeah, I still think about that all these months later. And how long has it been since Glenn was riding around with me? It feels like it's been well over a month. Probably closer to 2. I do find it interesting, as Phoenix gas prices soar, that Shell station over there keeps their price gouging right at $5.99. They're comparatively not as expensive as they were. Go figure. So what's got me thinking about Glenn is that either him or somebody who looks a whole lot like him recently showed up in new content from one of my favorite production companies. And no, I can't provide a link to it. The last time I provided a link to something that was porn-esque, I got a strike from YouTube. But you can go look it up yourself. It's the Habib show, which they put loads of their content. I'm assuming they're the ones that do it on xnxx.com, and he's not going by the name Glenn. It could be a completely different person, but the resemblance is absolutely uncanny. If it's not him, he's got a hell of a doppelganger, and it's got a hell of a job in Houston. And on that happy note, I'm gonna go eat my lunch. Oh, thanks for coming with on the drive.